Hi guys, I'm Yi, and today I'm joined by Xiao, who is an amazing writer.
Hello, I'm Xiao. I'm one of Gaitriarch's friends, but no, I'm not that much of a writer. I'm actually more of a science guy.
Anyways, we're going to be making a short DANMEI comic from scratch. Xiao's Instagram is linked in the description and pinned comment.
We should aim for something like obviously a little different, but maybe like some zest to it.
Yes, please, I really want to see something different without the same tropes I see in almost every DANMEI. We need some variety.
Well, before we started recording, I did do a little brainstorm.
What were you thinking of? Spill the tea.
Well, first I was thinking about our two main characters. I wanted like something of a different pairing, so perhaps we could do the cosmic entity with an immortal love interest.
Oh, that's sick. I love the dynamic already.
Thank you. I believe the cosmic entity should probably come down to Earth in a human form. And for the motivation, I think it just came down to better understand, like, human emotion and what sentience is. And since this cosmic entity is above humans, the audience, obviously, the audience shouldn't be able to completely grasp their motivations or reasoning. And I do like the idea of having a Qilin as the love interest.
I don't think I've ever seen a Chilean in the media before. Maybe Ganyu is?
So Ganyu is actually a half Qilin, and there's been a few that have shown up in media. But besides that, I've also put into like thought, color theory, and symbolism. Like a lot of Danmei seem to be having quite similar colors. So we have like black and white, red and blue, green and red, and just a few other things. So I decided to go with black and pink as our colors.
I love that combo.
There's a lot of like color roles here. So in general, black has been kind of symbolism for like power. It could represent evil, and it's oftentimes used for mystery. But honestly, I'd like to like flip that. So for the Qilin, I think they should be represented by the color black, and the cosmic entity can be represented by pink. And the reason for this is because pink is kind of like, it's a softer color. It can be seen as gentle innocence. It can be maybe naivety. But also, I think it should be a light pink for our color.
Yeah, I was thinking of going for softer color palettes. I love the subverting of expectations. I think I'll add other soft colors into the cosmic entity's character design. I think I'll add an elaborate headpiece since he's basically a god or something. As for the Qilin, I'm thinking of adding small bits of natural colors like green and blue to complement the black.
Yeah, what you can also do is try to mimic the shades of Earth. So we have like blue, green, black, brown, orange, and probably yellow, or whatever you think suits them best. I also like having like horns on our Qilin that could actually sprout different types of flowers. And, Qilins are naturally affiliated with nature. So for the shoes, maybe they could be like hooves or something different that could substitute for that. And actually, I would like the idea of the Qilin having a colorful palette at the beginning of the story, and then it slowly progresses to a full black. And I'll tell you about it later. And for the cosmic entity, I do want to expand on the colors, so we'll have like a light pink with small undertones of white and a very slight red to it.
Yeah, I like the ideas. For the cosmic entity, I was thinking of giving him longer flowing robes and with many layers, along with the flowing robe thing like tied to Dianxia. I think I'll add a bit of blue, most likely in jewelry, to add some more contrast with the colors. For the Qilin, I think it's a good idea to have his robes be an orange to blue to purple gradient towards the bottom and sleeves where they first meet. I was also thinking of the belt and part of the robes to be brown, while the main robe is a light yellow. When they're in the later part of the story, I think the flowers on his horns would be wilting, while his robes are now almost completely black aside from the very tips of his outfit.
Honestly, I really like that. And so the flowers should also be able to change for each panel as the story progresses, and like our symbolism for flowers could get a little more and more grim as it progresses. And for the end, the flowers, like the last time he's able to sprout flowers, should be red spider lilies for the flowers. This could also be a way to make our plot, since we're writing a short form comic. So they could also be in a relationship, since we are writing something shorter here. And then there could be a summary in our first 1 to 2 pages, and then we could see the progression for our story. And since, like, as I mentioned before, Qilins are very nature-based, so he can slowly deteriorate as the story progresses due to pollution.
Yes, I can already see the angst potential.
Now we just need to think of names. So for the cosmic entity, I actually was leaning towards karma, or like a karmic entity. Some stories that have like cosmic entities that I've read, usually they're for like consequence or teaching lessons. So, and you know the saying of karma's a bitch, so maybe we'll just name them Karma. For the Qilin, I was gonna go for Li, because Li is actually in the name of a Qilin. And so, if you just had a name just called Qin Li, that'd be pretty funny. You just take out the middle 2 letters and make them into a first name. And then we can make their personalities off of this as well. And so, Karma can obviously be quite rude then.
Oh, I love these names. I think a good idea for Qin Li's personality would be him starting off as very gentle and caring, but as he deteriorates, he also becomes more closed off and irritable. He would try to be the same person he once was, but fails to do so. Oh, for another small bit of Qin Li's design, I was thinking of adding those black gradient hands. In the beginning, the gradient would be orange and other warm colors, but it would fade to black with maybe hints of orange and yellow, so it looks like a dying ember. I think cracks would form at the base of the gradient.
That's so cool. I love that so much. I can definitely see how pollution can cloud his mind and make Li overall prone to outburst. I think the fact that he can't grow any more flowers can be another factor of his bitterness. Nature is a part of him, and he's a part of nature, so losing that link is obviously very difficult. Since the story is going to be short, we can't have the summary of the characters and their development in the first 2 pages. The rest can be the effect of their relationship developing and Li's eventual decline. So, in summary, page 1 to 2 should be their character developments from when they first met, and then 3 to 4 can be their travels, 5 to 7 can be the effect humans have had on both Karma and Li, and then the world becomes more hateful and so does Karma. It also becomes more polluted leading to Li's current personality. So then pages 8 to 9 can be Li's physical changes, and then the last can be just a bittersweet image of Li staring into nothingness with all his colors gone. I think that sounds pretty good.
Alright, it's time to work on the comic. Usually, I'll start off with designing panel sizes, but since the final is going on YouTube, I can skip that step. Then I'll storyboard rough outlines of the plot. There needs to be a good mix of wide and close-up shots so it stays interesting. You can see some editing going on since I'm getting feedback from Xiao while I'm storyboarding. Next, I just go directly to the final. I'm using a very simple art style so I don't overwork myself, but I like the color schemes. Unfortunately, I ended up making the designs really complicated, so it took a bit longer than I expected. So yeah, enjoy the final product. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, let me know in the comments what type you are, and whether I missed anything. I also gotta thank all my Patreons for supporting my work. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.